At that time in that first year, how big did you think the opportunity was? Like, even if you didn't say it out to people, like, where did you hope the business could get to in terms of size?
Yeah, with our buyer and just our technology and what we do with contract management, like the TAM is like infinite. The addressable market is like infinite. It's every single company in the world that has contracts to do whatever. I don't care what your business model is, you have contracts. And it felt like if we could keep going, keep learning, get the product right, get it out the door, we would have essentially every company in the entire world in our disposal should we choose to go after it. And that brought a lot of energy to the business because one bad call didn't mean that it was over. It just meant we'll just go find the next best good call to have. And that's still how we feel about it. And there's just so much opportunity just with our market and existing technologies and why haven't lots of legal teams bought software, and there's a internal revolution that we had no idea was happening in the background until we started going to like industry trade shows and hearing general counsels talk to each other about how they're trying to shed an old identity of being like Dr. No and saying and just managing risk. And they themselves were going through like a transformation, generational transformation, I think, with much younger general counsels coming in too, as kind of baby boomers set off for retirement. And the new general counsels like pretty cool, like they use Slack and they like technology. They work on Google Docs and Sheets, and they were ready for something. And part of their own revolution, which we're so happy to be a part of, which was they're trying to rebrand who they are, and they want to be the CEO's BFF and be the person the CEO calls to say, we got a tough business problem. We don't have a tough legal problem. We just have a tough business problem. And who do I want to be around the table when we try to go solve it? And credit to our buyer, they're the ones who have been pushing. We want to just be different. And the other fact is, like, all their peers on the executive team just like wipe the floor with them with data that they have. I mean, marketers at large companies have access to unbelievable amounts of data: SEO data, lead gen data, pipeline data, source data, ROI data, marketing attribution all over the place, content marketing, whatever it is. Same with revenue teams. I mean, every year another groundbreaking revenue generating or supporting product will come out, and they use it all the time. They use what's cutting edge, and legal really hasn't had the opportunity to use what's cutting edge. It's just a beautiful kind of symphony of things that occurred. And I think for people listening out there, some of this stuff you can predict, but how much time could you actually spend trying to say, well, legal is going through a cultural revolution and we're going to be a part of it? It's like we didn't even know that was happening when we started the company. We figured that out years and years later. You just kind of get in there and see it through, and don't give up. I mean, those are the reasons why great companies get built. You just don't give up.